My wife refuses to feed our daughter and doesn't see a problem with it. I met my now wife when my daughter was 10, and she had a son who was 7. 5 months into our relationship, I introduced her to my ex and my daughter. My ex and wife were cordial and my daughter warmed up to her quickly. My daughter grew up sort of a picky eater. She won't eat things like oatmeal, tomatoes, garlic mushrooms, anything salty and so on. She loves spicy food, sweets and all that. You could not trick her into eating anything she didn't like. When she was 13, I put 1 garlic clove in the melted butter I was using to make her grilled cheese, but she could taste it. She ignored me for a whole week and didn't eat anything I cooked for her. I never tried anything like that again. I work a 5 a.m. to 8 p.m. shift, but yesterday I got off around 9. When I got home, my wife had already prepared dinner and left my plate in the oven. I heated my food and stood at the island and chatted with my wife, who was with our son in the living room. As I was eating, I realized that my wife had cooked garlic stir-fried rice, barbecue chicken, and a vegetable salad consisting of corn, tomatoes, mushrooms and spinach. I stopped chatting with my wife and just observed my plate for a good 5 minutes. My wife asked what was wrong and if I disliked the food. I asked her what my daughter had eaten because everything she cooked were all foods my daughter disliked. She was quiet for a few moments before finally saying that my daughter had not eaten since lunch. Needless to say, I was upset and I asked her why she didn't switch up the meal to accommodate my daughter's palate. She got really defensive and started saying my daughter was being dramatic and it was just food so she could still eat if she was hungry. We argued and I reminded her that it wasn't that simple for a picky eater like my daughter. After a while of going back and forth, I decided to end the conversation by ignoring my wife. I felt that my daughter's wishes were disregarded and I took my daughter out to eat. I also brought her some sweets and we bonded and talked a lot. I discovered my wife has been purposely cooking food my daughter doesn't like. My daughter has never been one to complain, so she has been using money from her paycheck and she wasn't going to eat this particular night because she had no intention of pulling money out of her savings. We got home around midnight and my wife was upset that I took my daughter out instead of convincing her to eat her cooking. Me and my wife are going to have a long chat when I'm off work.